think that I'm hearing something over here that interests me. Not over here. Actually, you know what? No way! No way! Okay. Okay. We found it, guys. Hello, fellow crafters, Clickwell here. We are back in the house, and we are getting ready for an adventure today. Like I said in the last episode, guys, we're going to find that stronghold today. We are going to find that dragon today. We are going to end this early game nonsense and get ourselves some sweet, sweet shulker boxes and one of those sweet, sweet elytras. I can't wait, guys. We have everything we need, so I'm ready to show you guys how I like to prepare for the dragon. Let's go and put ourselves together a little dragon pack. Let's go. Okay, so I mentioned this once earlier on in the series, but what I'd like to do before anything else is make something called ender chests. Ender chests are one of the best, most important things in the game. It's early game, so we haven't really messed around with those too much, but as soon as you have yourselves a couple of ender pearls and a couple pieces of blaze powder, then you can go ahead and make those ender chests. So 8 obsidian to make the chest, just like 8 wood to make a regular chest, and then we're going to put that eye of ender in the middle. So let's go ahead and make ourselves 2 eyes of ender. There we go. There's our 2 eyes of ender, and if we go back over here, we'll see that now in our crafting table we have ender chests. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make 2 ender chests because it's kind of like a walkie-talkie. You need one on both sides. So let's go ahead and make those 2 ender chests. I'm going to come over here somewhere special. I think I'm gonna put my ender chest. You know what? I don't like that there. I don't like that there. For now, let's put it right here, and you know what? I'll come up with a better spot as we go. So I've got this ender chest in my inventory, and if we go ahead and open this up, this is our cloud. This is our storage cloud. This is basically anywhere where we have an ender chest, we're going to be able to access the contents of this chest. This is fantastic. For example, right now what we can do is fill this up with potions, fill this up with extra armor, all that kind of stuff, and then we can go to and fight the dragon with our current inventory. And if we run out of stuff, if we die, if all that kind of thing happens, all we need to do is access another ender chest, which we're going to have in the portal room ready for us to go, and then that way we'll have everything we need. You can fill an ender chest with many, many shulker boxes, 27 if you'd like, and each one of those shulker boxes can be filled with different inventories. So this really is an archive. It's a great little storage place for you to have everything you need, and it can always be on you. So this really does solve a lot of the storage issues that we have here in Minecraft, and I think the more people need to utilize this. So once we start getting some shulker boxes, I'll show you guys exactly how I like to set up my ender chest, but for now we'll leave it pretty bare, and we'll put all of our potions and that kind of stuff in it for now. Okay, so this is how I have set up my ender chest for the dragon fight. This will change once I get shulker boxes, but for now we've got 9 potions of slow falling. That's a stupid amount of potions when they're all 4 minutes, so it's not going to take us 36 minutes to kill the dragon, but you know what, just in case we've got them. So we also have some wood, because always take wood with you when you're playing Minecraft. We have a couple of extra arrows because I have infinity, so if I lose all my arrows for some reason, I still have my bow, I can use these. We also have spectral arrows, just in case we want to try and highlight that dragon, but we only have 64 of them. We also have some more extra armor, nothing great, a half dead helmet with no enchantments, and some soul speed iron boots, but it's something. We've got something, as well as an extra axe, just in case, with silk touch on it. It's always nice to have silk touch with you. We got some blaze rods, just in case, I don't know, maybe we lose our blaze powder or something. Now we're definitely okay. Some milk, just in case we get a potion effect, maybe. The dragon's not going to give us any potion effects, but we may find a witch or something in the stronghold. We may need that. Who knows? It's always good to have milk. Tons of food, a couple of shields in case we break or lose ours, some torches to light up the stronghold, a boat, some more coal to make more torches, and a little bit of iron. So this is everything I have with me. This is my little safety box, and this is always going to be on my person. As long as I have silk touch, I can break this ender chest and pick it back up, so make sure to always have your silk touch axe on you, and everything I'm taking with me is right here, including a bed, which I'm going to set my spawn in the portal room with, and a water bucket, which is always handy if you don't have slow falling, because like I said, that dragon can throw you in the air, and if you're quick enough with your reflexes, you can MLG your way to safety, so always have a water bucket as well. Alright, let's craft some eyes of ender. I like to craft 12 at a time. There are 12 eyes of ender that fit into an empty portal, and you need to fill all of those slots with an eye of ender to get into the end island. However, sometimes there's a few eyes already in there, so you don't need a full 12. Plus, you're going to break a few on the way. So you know what? I'm going to make 12 because that's the minimum I'm going to need, and then I'm going to if I need to make more, I'm going to do that when we get to the stronghold. It's just a way to save ender pearls if you have to. Sometimes it's handy to have 1 or 2 of those in your inventory when you're fighting the dragon. So I'm not going to make all of them right away. Let's make 12 of these. Let's get started on this journey, guys. It's adventure time. Okay, when you throw your first pearl, I find it's best to go into a big open area. That way you don't lose them in the trees or in the structures around you. So let's go here into the middle of this open field. We're going to go into third-person mode because it's much easier to see where the pearl goes when you're in third-person mode. And we're going to right-click on this pearl. And there's our direction. That's where the stronghold is. And the pearl didn't break. I think it's a 5% chance. You know what? I'm going to have to double check on that, guys. Maybe look it up yourself, but there's a small percent chance that the pearls will break on every throw. When you're speedrunning, that chance seems to really increase. But what we're going to do is we're going to check our direction here with F3 screen. We are heading east. We are heading kind of southeast, northeast, basically just directly east, to be honest, which is great because we can stay nice and straight in a nice straight path. So we're going to head east for, guys, I'll be honest, usually I like to go on about 500 to 1,000 blocks before I change direction. That way you can save yourself pearls. So I'm going to start running forward here. We did bring a boat with us, which is great because we're probably going to be going over top of water. You know, we're kind of along the coastline, but I think I still want to use my boat just because it's a little bit faster. It'll save us energy and it'll save us having to eat food and stuff. So I'm going to use my Silk Touch axe to break this ender chest. Otherwise, it'll break back into obsidian. All right, great. So we've got our boat. The ender chest is coming in handy already. We've got a little companion for our trip. Hello, Mr. Dolphin. And there's a ruined portal down there. Cool. Okay, we've slept on this little island here. It is back to daylight. So let's get back to it here. I see a ruined portal over there. Maybe I'll go and check it out on our way. Not bad, not bad. Some Frostwalker boots. And a Bane of Arthropods axe. That might come in handy in the stronghold, to be honest. I think I'll leave the rest of you in here. Looks like we've come across our first swamp biome. Pretty gross, isn't it? So this is basically the swamp biome here. You can see all these oak trees are just covered in these vines. The water is very gross looking, kind of a weird, nasty, muddy color. And yeah, a lot of lily pads and stuff around. That's a swamp. I don't spend a lot of times in swamps, but you know, maybe I will. Maybe I'll start to. Okay, we're about 1,000 blocks away now. Yeah, 1,050 on the y-axis heading east. So let's go ahead and throw another pearl now and see what happens. Go into third person and... Oh, seems to be turned a little bit to the left. Excellent, and it didn't break. Okay, so we'll continue on in this direction. Slightly turning off to the left because it moved a little bit. And I will continue along this journey. Whenever you're looking for the stronghold and you come across sort of these ravines, in the general area you think the strongholds might start to generate, it's always a good idea to peek down inside. You'll very often notice the strongholds peeking out from the walls down below in some of these ravines. It's almost like being able to look underground and look around that way. So always have a peek when you see when you see one of these things as you're walking by. You never know, you might get lucky. Okay, I think it's time to throw another eye. Now that we're in this nice, beautiful plains biome here, let's jump up into a little bit of a higher ground here, and then let's toss one more. Whoa, big turn, big turn. Okay, that and no break. Wow, we've been so lucky. Look, we still have our 12 eyes. What a lucky trip so far. So we had a big turn, and usually when you see the pearl take a big turn like that, that means that you're actually pretty close to where you're going. So let's be a little bit observant here. Start heading this way, and looks like we're not gonna see the portal or the stronghold sort of exposed underwater, anything like that. Looks like we're gonna have to dig for it. So let's start moving this way, and once we get past this little ridge here, let's throw another pearl. Okay, let's climb up high on this tree here. And let's see what we can find. Ooh, another big turn. Okay. Hey, and it didn't break. Okay, so we are on our way this way, guys. By the way, if you ever lose your ender pearl and you're having trouble finding them, best advice here is to turn on hitboxes. That's holding down F3 and then tapping B. Now all of a sudden, everything that's an entity or alive is going to have a box around it. And look, it's very easy to find the ender pearls that way. So, little trick. Okay, I've traveled about... let's say about 50 or 100 blocks or so this way. I do want to get up a little bit higher before we throw it, so let's find a tree here. Right here. Okay, let's go, guys. Let's go. Back the same direction. We found it. We found it. Ah, and it didn't break. Excellent. Don't hide in my tree. Okay, so... now we've found the general area. Last pearl we threw was from over there, and we threw one from over there, and that just sent us right back. So whenever a pearl changes direction in the opposite direction in a very short period, just like that, that means we're right over top of it right now. The best way I find to find the exact starting point of the stronghold once you get to this position where the pearls are going back and forth is to kind of go back into the middle. I don't have any blocks on me. I do have wood. Okay, and then we're going to pillar up as high as we can, reasonably. So, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 blocks up. just like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw another pearl, and we're going to see where it goes. Because the higher you go, the more the pearl will track towards the starting position of the stronghold, and we'll show you where it is. If you kind of do it from the ground, it can move more laterally and confuse you. So let's go ahead and throw it right now. Aha. Okay, see how it stopped and started going downward there? That's where we're looking. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to break our pillar here, and we're gonna find where that pearl landed. I'm gonna dig down basically straight from right there. Now, the one last trick that I have to help you find exactly where you're looking for is to turn on your chunk borders, just like this. Now that my chunk borders are on, I can see that we're basically in the middle of a chunk right now, which means that this is guaranteed to be the starting staircase of the stronghold. And if I turn on my F3 screen, and remember when we were looking at the shipwrecks, I think it was the second episode of this series, we were looking at the chunk positions on the left there, right below our X, Y, Z axis and our block coordinates there. So we see 9, 5, and 6 in our chunk coordinates. And if we stumble around here until we find 9, 9, which is going to be right here, I believe. Yes. And we dig down at 9, 9. We guarantee that this is going to be the starter staircase, and that can definitely help us find the portal room. So now that I'm here and I'm in the right position, I know that I'm in the starter staircase. I like to dig down a two wide block just like this. A 2 wide hole just like this, and we talked about this before. Digging down, it's a much safer way to dig down in Minecraft. We know that there's something down here, but we don't know if there's going to be lava or anything. So I'm going to take some dirt and I'm going to put that above my head just to avoid any creepers or anything kind of coming in to say hello. And we are now on the way to the stronghold. So I'm going to start digging down like this, and basically you're going to know when you find it, because you're going to see something called mossy stone bricks, which is a dead giveaway that you found the portal room, or not the portal room, that you found the stronghold, and that's going to let you know that you can stop digging. Hold on, we're going to be there very, very soon. It looks like we have come across a abandoned mine shaft. Abandoned mine shafts very often intersect these things. I'm going to go ahead and break this last block, but I'm sure there's going to be mobs down there, so I'm going to be ready. I'm going to put my shield in my offhand and see what we're going to find. Oh, I still have chunk borders on. Alright, I don't see much, but there I do see stone bricks. Look at that, guys. We found the stronghold. We found the stronghold. Now, I could just jump right in here and get started, but I have a feeling if we keep digging down, we're going to find the starter staircase, and that's actually a good way to help you find the portal room, is by finding the starter staircase. So, let's dig down a little bit further and ignore the fact that we just saw the stronghold. And I think that if we go down a little further here, we should see some more bricks. You know what? I'm starting to think maybe that was our best chance to find it. Usually they don't go down much further than this. Yeah, see, and that's why you do back and forth with the blocks. Just for that exact reason. Okay, so what that means is that I probably most likely did not have the exact chunk. That means that we were probably in slightly the wrong chunk. Maybe it was the next chunk over that we were looking for. We got a little bit lucky that we found that stronghold within this abandoned mine shaft, because it looks like we may not have seen it if we dug down that hole. So just because you think you may have the right spot doesn't mean you always do. It looks like this is a bit of a staircase right here. We may have just missed it. We may have just missed it. I think this is the starter staircase. We were just one chunk over, guys. So that was a close one. But if you don't find it when you dig down your first little area, be sure to always peek around and see if maybe while you're underground, if you dig down and you don't see the stone bricks, always dig around you at least 16 blocks in every direction to try and make sure they're in the right spot. No, thank you, Mr. Creeper. Oop. And that is a silverfish. This is our first silverfish. If you can't kill the silverfish in the first shot, just like I did, then more can spawn around you. So always try to do a critical hit by jumping and hitting the silverfish on your way down, and that's going to help you kill it with one hit, and that's going to make sure that less spawn around you. I'm going to stay out of this abandoned mine shaft. We've already done abandoned mine shafts. Okay, so we've just came down the starter staircase. We look around. We pick up some XP from some mobs we've killed. Okay, there's definitely a library over there, which gives me high hopes. Libraries are almost always right next to where the stronghold room is, usually within even viewing distance. So I'm gonna go ahead and save that spot for next. I'm gonna try over here first. Don't see anything, but I'm a little bit interested to see what's down here. Any surprises? Ooh, I'm curious about what that is. But let's peek over here first and see if there's anything next to the library. Ooh, we've got a chest. What do you got for me? Not much. A little iron, a little gold. Sure, we'll take the gold too. Okay. Now here's the library. This is always a great place to maybe find some extra beds if you need some string and you need to make that into wool if you're doing some speed running. But right now, there's not really a whole lot in here that we need. Great place to come and get bookshelves, though, as well as enchanted books, power, and knockback. Let's take those. Thank you so much. There's going to be more upstairs if you find a two-storied library, but I think this is just a one-story. Yeah, it appears like I don't see a ladder. So, all right, let's work our way out of here because I think that I'm hearing something over here that interests me. Not over here. Actually, you know what? No way! No way! Okay, okay. We found it, guys. I must admit, that was a little bit more simple than usual. Usually it takes a little bit longer to find these things, but we have found one, guys. We have found the Stronghold, the portal room in the Stronghold. Let's go ahead and cover this thing up so we don't get any Silverfish coming after us. This is always a very great way to find if you're close to the Stronghold, the portal room or not. If you're close by, this thing will start to spawn Silverfishes. These little annoying creatures that we saw when we first came in here. Those things will start to make noise, and you'll be able to hear those through your walls. We talked about this before. You're always using your subtitles. If you have subtitles on and you ever hear Silverfish hisses, then that means that you're very close to the portal room. Also, there's always going to be lava in here, which means that if you hear lava popping, it may be something in a nearby cave or something. But the fact is that almost very often, if there's no caves around, if you hear lava popping, it's going to be from over there. It's going to be from over here. There's always going to be lava in this little room. This is how we get to the end island, guys. I'm so glad we found this so fast. Okay, most of the time I break this right away, guys, but you know what, since you guys are here, I thought maybe I'd leave it for a little bit. Maybe we'll do something with this later, but usually as soon as you walk into this room, guys, break that with a pickaxe, get rid of it. You don't need it. But let's go ahead and put these eyes of ender in. One great thing that sometimes people do when they're speedrunning is put a little block just like that. Now you're actually protected from the silverfish. If any more come at you, they're not able to get across this little gap. You can just slowly take your time here and get everything all sorted out. So let's put these in. Let's right click on each one of these blocks with an eye of ender, and that's going to put it inside. Be careful not to click around here or over here. If you do, you may waste an eye, and you may end up not getting into the portal if you only have just the right amount. So I'm going to right click on all of these, and we are going to get access to the portal. But before I do that, I'm going to get out of here because I don't want to go in quite yet. So let's go like that. Let's break these and then pop that last one in. Okay, there's our portal. It's got that beautiful starry night look to it. I love the way it kind of moves around with the camera, but stays kind of in the same position. It's amazing. This is fun to look at sometimes. It kind of reminds me of the end, which is a good point because that's where we're going to be going as soon as we go through that portal. But first things first, let's look at the rest of this, stronghold and see if we can find anything interesting for us to look at. Anything in here? No. Ooh, we found diamonds. Let's go ahead and use our fortune axe on those diamonds. Actually, you know what? We'll do that later. Let's take them now with Silk Touch. Look at that. Secret room. A little door hidden behind the brick there with a creeper there. Hello, creeper. Anything for us in here? More creepers. Holy cow. Creeper party. Creeper party. Silverfish party. Alright. Nothing in here, really? What a waste of a space. This is a little jail cell. These are pretty common areas within these strongholds. Usually there's little mobs hanging out inside of them, but these ones seem to be vacant. Okay, this area looks like it's been taken care of, so let's go ahead and put a little marker here to know that we've been here. Another jail cell. Staircase. Portal room again. Ooh, we found a library. Whoop. And a creeper. And a silverfish. Man, this is a vicious little spot. Okay, we're in the library. Excellent. Finally. Okay. Remember about spider webs? We've learned about this in the spider caves and everything. Is that you always want to use your sword to get rid of these, like a machete. I don't see anything down there. Let's go ahead and check the chest in here and see if we have any sweet books waiting for us. No sweet books in here. We have some paper, but we have a paper factory, so I'm not too worried about that. Is there anybody up here? Hello? Oof. There can be a lot of creepy surprises up here, so always be careful. Ooh, punch, piercing, riptide. Riptide 3 is nice. Sharpness 4. Power, protection. Okay, good books, good books. What do I have on me that I think would be better left? Okay, you know what? I think we can probably leave. We have power. We have protection at home. So we don't need either of those. Punch, I don't know if we have. Piercing, I don't know if we have. Riptide, I'm not sure if we have. I think we might have it, but this is a sweet book right here. I definitely want to take that. So let's leave that with us. Let's leave that behind. And sure, let's take Pearson. We have a lot of junk in our inventory, so we can definitely throw some things away. Look at all these books, though. This is definitely the place to come if you're ever in need of books. Zombie villager over there. I want to check that chest, so we're going down. Ooh, there we go. Ender Pearl. That's what I was hoping for. Every now and then, you will find Ender Pearls about in these chests in the strongholds here. That is just because, you know what? I think they know that you may be a little bit short on the Ender Pearls, and especially if you're throwing the Eyes of Ender. So always take a little extra. Okay. All right. Always take a little extra blaze powder with you if you can, because you may find that Ender Pearl that you need in the stronghold, or you can just find an Enderman running around in here and just take him out and use his pearl. Okay, I think we've seen it all. I really think that's it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and walk back into our portal room here. I am deciding, you know what? Let's go ahead and break this silverfish spawner. I have no intention of doing anything with this. If we decide that we would like to do something with a silverfish spawner one day, pardon me, silverfish spawner. That's a fun one to say. But if we decide we ever want to do something with this, try and make a farm or something out of it, there are many strongholds around the area. Usually they're in a trifecta of 1, 2, and 3 around the center point where you spawn in. So we can find another one of these very easily, and we can use that to build our farm if we decide. For now, this is just super annoying, so we're gonna say goodbye. That's gonna do it for today. I told you we'd find it. We're here in the portal room. We found it on our adventure. This was a success, and I'm so sorry to leave you on another cliffhanger. I'm sorry, guys. I really mean it. Maybe I'm not that sorry. This is kind of funny. I'm a little bit entertained because look at this portal behind me. It looks so inviting. I just want to jump right in, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna wait. I need that achievement on screen, so I'm gonna wait, and we will fight that dragon together. I can't wait. Pack a bag and come by and see me. Set a reminder, I will be here in a few days. Thank you so much for the like on this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you so much for pressing that button. That's a huge help, guys. I am so close to 100. Be that 100 subscriber. Thank you so much. See you soon, guys. Thank you so much. I'll leave you that Twitch link below. Come by and leave me a follow. Say hello. Stay well, everyone. Stay safe. Love you tons. Peace. Okay, bye-bye.